What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. I hope everybody's having a great day. Folks, we're going to have a look at a moon photo. It's from the Apollo 8 magazine. Now, a couple things I'm going to show you. One, I've been saying this all along that there may be a certain photo online that you can click on, keep for yourself, and either put on your hard drive, in your own archives, whatever you want to do. You'll look at it again, and guess what? It's totally different. More details are gone. I've been saying this for a long time that what they'll do is, even though they're online now, they'll take these and they'll redo them. And what I mean by that is the NASA photos, right? And I'm not sure if somebody has actually suggested this photo we're going to look at, or I had this on my own hard drive, one of the two. But I want to show you the difference in details. And like I said, this photo is really rough. I mean, they really went to town on this photo to literally obliterate any kind of details. Let's just have a better look at that photo, shall we? Okay, you can see it right here. It's a Project Apollo Archive. And the ID number is AS08-13-2329. And you can see the Apollo 8 Hasselblad image from Film Magazine 13E, Lunar Orbit, Trans-Earth Coast. Okay? Now, when you see this photo, and you guys can just go down here to the lower right, and you can see it right here, you can just click on this and it'll show you the different sizes. And of course, you want to get the maximum original size. So this way here, you can really zoom into this. I always make it a lot bigger anyway. But what's funny about this is I can zoom into this, and it's basically void of any details. Now let me show you the details in my original. Look at the details compared to this. What happened to this photo? Because NASA's going over these, and they're taking out even more detail. People will say, well, why? What's the point? Well, I don't think they anticipated people having the computers and the computer power that they have today, and they can actually rip these photos apart and try to see through the manipulation and censoring, right? Okay, let's just jump right into it. So the areas I'm going to show you in question, right here. Again, take out the shadows, take out the darker lines, and what happens? You lose depth into the photo. There's something right here. There's something going down here. We're going to show you that a little closer. You've got this whole area here. Now, just this alone, you can see something sitting right here. And it kind of got something vague right there, an outline right here. We've got something over here. And you can see this without doing anything to this photo right here. Look at that. It looks like structures on some kind of platform. See that? Going down like this. And you can see the structures right here. See, there's something like another square on the side of this thing. And of course, it looks like we have something smaller here. Okay. Here's another thing that's pretty interesting. Or things, I should say. Folks, in my opinion, these are structures. And it's scattered all over this photo right here. Look at the actual squares there. And the design. I don't believe for a moment these are craters at all. I think they're just there to throw the eyes off, right? All right, so let's go into a full enhancement and have a closer look. Okay, let's look at the very top. Folks, I'm seeing what looks like structures, some kind of craft inside this. I don't know if it's inside a mountainous area or what it is, or this top here is to be made looking like the ground, and so they're trying to blend this all in so that you can't see that. If we do this, you can see where they did this right here. Okay, I thought it was just something like an opening, but it's not. You can see something right here. Looks like there's multiple pieces. And it looks like what they do is they blended this to make it look like the top of the ground, like I said, and just try to blend it all and get rid of the details so it flows better in the photo. However, that's not the case. Jump down to the bottom here. This much larger section. Folks, just remember, you can pause it any way you want, especially when I'm zoomed out, because when you're really zoomed in, the photo is just trash to begin with, so it's really hard to bring it out if you really zoom in. So you don't really want to do that, right? Here. Got these little pieces here and here. This what looks like a platform type thing. I showed you this earlier. Okay, you can see the black part, that seems to be off the ground now, as opposed to what it looked like in the original. You can just barely see it there. And then of course you've got this one here, right? You can see that. But again, we've got all of these little pieces, all of these here, going like this here. All the little pieces in the dark areas. Look in the dark areas. That's where you want to really check this stuff out. Here. Just really have a close look. In fact, I'm going to back out just a little bit more. Do it just like that. Pause it. Have a closer look. Now, just so you guys don't think I skipped over this, I'm going to let you see this a little bit better. This right here, this is the one I was talking about. Some kind of weird little objects or something. And I don't think they're really little, to be truthful. And folks, they went to town on this photo. And believe it or not, this is a better generation than the one I showed you on the Apollo archive site. Okay? Here. There's the original. I showed you that earlier. Folks, what are we looking at here? See that? Go back and forth. You can see the lines. Again, take out all of the shadows, all of the darker areas, meaning lines, what have you, and all of a sudden, this stuff disappears. Or it seems to be blended in and everything looks relatively smooth. Obviously, it doesn't look too smooth. You can see that. But you can see it like a lot of it's just nothing more than, well, there's a few craters there, and that's pretty much it. And if you looked at it like that, you'd be none the wiser. Especially this area right here. Right there. Now, when we do a full enhancement, you can see where half of it is completely right here. All of this on this side has a huge blur over it. And then it gets clear. You can actually see that physical line right there. Watch this. See that? Right there. Where they tried to take this out. It's right there for you to see. This right here. Right here. Looks like there's a large circle right here. Something coming out of it. Was this part of some kind of weird mining machine? In fact, I'll show you this way. Right there. Again, you can see this circle with something coming right out of it. And it looks to be pretty darn large. You can see that. What is that? Yeah. Folks, all you have to do is look at the bits and pieces. But look at the blurring. This is absolutely insane. Purposely blurred. And this went on back in the 60s and 70s, folks. Like I said, you can see the actual line right there. Blurring. Look at this. And then you can see some detail right in here, this white piece. And you can see this white piece in the back. But, check this out a little closer. You can see whatever this is, does this. So you got this darker area on this side. And you got the lighter area on this side. See that? And that's how they do that. Now we'll go slowly over this again. Pause it wherever you want. This area right here. Go to the top again. Pause it, have a closer look. Right there. Then we'll go down here a little bit. Again, we're looking at different objects like right here. On platforms, we've got this rounded piece. It's in the dark, or at least in the darker manipulation, right? We have this right here. I don't know if you guys can see this. This is pretty cool. Right there. I'm going to zoom into this. It looks like it has two pieces protruding out of it. You can see it right here. 1, 2. Seems to be on this weird platform. See that? That's kind of wild, isn't it? And you can see this piece right here that has this circle. It appears to be on some kind of weird star platform. See that? I can see it just doing this. Doing this. Then it seems to go out like this. There's something coming over here, and you can see this thing is completely round. Now, again, that to me doesn't look natural. Stuff on platforms, like I said. You got to read between the censoring, which is really sad, but you got to do that. And again, like I said, we were looking at this piece here. Right there. And of course the blurring on purpose here. Oh yeah, folks, they went to town on this photo. Not sure what this is right here. That squared off area. This whole photo is completely manipulated. Again, look at the details on the Earth. Now let's have a look at the other photo. What happened? I mean, really, what happened to this photo? This is the reason why you have to enhance these. This is the reason why you've got to bring out the lines, the shadows, and anything else that's darker. Again, blend it all in. It looks smooth. Nothing there to see, folks. And I've noticed this more than once. I've done this through the years where I look at an original, maybe first or second generation, and then third and fourth generation, totally whited out like you see here. Again, look at the details of the Earth. Okay? What is going on? Look at this, is the original right here. But check that out. That's a whole lot better than this. What happened? That's my whole point. They've been doing this since day one, folks. And they're going back through their own archives, and they're going even more so to block this stuff out. So, there you go, right? Put this all in the photo for you guys. Pause it. Have a close look with your magnifiers. There you go. Folks, in my opinion, when I look at this, I see structures everywhere. Keep in mind, this capsule might have been not far off the surface. And it's just traveling along, seeing these structures laid out everywhere. Is it the other side of the moon that we don't get to see much? Could very well be. You know, there's speculation that if you were an alien civilization, you would want to hide yourself from the planet that you're actually orbiting. And it makes sense to me because in the event that the people or the civilization on Earth gets wise and be able to see what's on that moon, you're going to be found out. So being that it's tidal locked, you're on the other side of the moon, you'll never be noticed unless one day that civilization builds a spacecraft and orbits that moon. Hence, there we are today. So again, my opinion, those are structures everywhere. That's what it looks like to me. As always, folks, drop your comments down below. I want to hear what you've got to say. Please like and share. It is always appreciated. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up so that YouTube will share it. Folks, got more moon stuff coming up, as well as more Mars. Just a variety of stuff for you folks. And the New Year's, not going to change. Going to be a variety of stuff, so stay tuned. And we're going to be on Friday evening for New Year's Eve. So stay tuned for that as well. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Always appreciated. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.